Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Torna, the Golden Country. We are about to enter back into the ship, to the strategy room and see what's up with Hugo, because he got a message at the end of the last episode. And he was really secretive about it, but he did promise to share it with us when the time was right. So for now, let's head into the ship and continue with the story. Because I think we've done all the quests we can do here right now. For the remaining one, we just need a little bit of a higher level, maybe some extra power, and especially some stronger enemies, so yes. Ah, so that big table is the strategy room. Not very secretive, is it? It's open from all sides.
Thank you all for joining me here. I'm afraid I have important news that I need to impart to Addam.
Oh, yes?
It's about the militia.
The who now?
I've been gathering an army in Uriah. People who've lost homes, families. People who'll make a stand against Malos.
Well, according to intelligence we received, they have departed from Uriah now.
What? Why? Malos' whereabouts are still unclear.
It seems that Uriah has conscripted them all. It's now a special regiment of the Urian self-defense forces.
I thought I'd sorted this all out with the Urian king.
At His Majesty's behest, we have ascertained the position of the moving troops. They are heading to Torna as we speak.
We have established communications, so you can send word at any time.
When they get to Torna, tell them to go to a letter. Ugh.
As you say.
Well, he definitely wasn't happy with that. Lora? I've never seen Addam like that before. He's gone off somewhere. Is it best to leave him alone, do you think? That's for you to decide. I'll go wherever you go. Right. No, he might need someone at a time like this. We have to go after him. Yeah, it's always so hard to decide, is when a friend's in trouble, when do you step back, let them breathe, take their time alone, and when do you assist them? The only way you know you made the right or wrong choice is to actually make a choice. And that's what she's doing right now. Addam? Oh, didn't he go out to get some air? You're worried about him, right? You should go talk to him. Master Addam is a kind soul. To even consider making a place for the families and soldiers who have lost their homes shows great compassion. But I couldn't help noticing that he looked very pained. That he definitely did. Whoa, cool ship. Master Addam, we left the resistance there because we trusted the king. Oh Lora, how can this be happening? Well, sometimes royalty cannot be trusted. At present, it's unclear exactly why the king of Uriah has acted the way he did regarding the resistance. Let's hope it's just a simple misunderstanding. No matter the age, you must always be prepared, lest some conniving rat stabs you in the back. I'm not referring to anyone in particular, you understand? But it's a story you hear all too often. I'd advise you to tread very carefully. That we shall. I sense that His Majesty is not quite himself of late. I cannot blame him, considering the terrible events to which he had borne witness. Though he tries not to show it, I have come to understand the workings of his heart. So basically, yeah, he's not very happy with how things are going at the moment. So where is he? Let's check. Could be further inside. Now he's at the back end of the ship. Alright. He's probably just standing in the wind for a breath of fresh air. Or a typhoon of gusts of wind. Whatever freshens him up.
That wasn't like you.
Huh. You think so?
Yes. I thought you always know what to do. You're never lost.
I wish that really were the case. To tell the truth, I'm always worrying. Ever since I became Mythra's driver, anyway.
It didn't seem that way at all.
Power lends one an air of capability. Even more so when it comes to the Aegis. When we first met, we could have burnt you to pieces. Though fortunately, we avoided that thanks to Jin.
Is that why you were away from the militia?
As I am not in full control of Mythra's power. Scores of soldiers could die by my hand. I was frightened. This cataclysm Malos caused, it's likely all because Quaestor Amalthus was unable to control him. And if that's true, then perhaps I too.
I think she's well aware. Just not so comfortable saying it.
That's your analysis.
Well, I have been with Jin, the paragon of Torna, for 17 years. I can roughly tell how much of their strength the blade is using, just by watching them. She's making sure you... No, she's holding herself back to make sure she doesn't go that way. Deep down, she's very kind.
You think? That still means I'm just not man enough.
Don't think that way. You'll get used to it, little by little. I was the same.
If only time would slow down and afford me the chance.
Yeah.
We should be able to take a ship headed straight to Aletta from here. That's great, but why's it got to be a passenger ship? Can't we travel with the Emperor? What's wrong with making a grand entrance? I'm awfully sorry. Though I may be traveling with Lord Addam, I'm afraid my actions aren't officially sanctioned. His Majesty's ship is a war vessel. It would take considerable negotiation before Torna granted us docking privileges. Figures. That attitude of yours is what gives us so much trouble. You just don't stop to think about the consequences, do you? Honestly, I give up. Behold the mighty Aegis, wielder of unthinkable power and unparalleled foolishness. Hey, would you get off my case? I didn't even say anything. Oh, knock it off, you two. At the very least, we've got a nice leisurely cruise ahead of us, and that's something. I'm excited to meet the Resistance. People will all look up to Addam. Well then, if we're all agreed, let's get on with it and talk to the captain, shall we? Ah, so we're gonna take the same ship back that got us here? Party formation changed? Of course. I do wonder who our next blade will be, because there's still room. And who knows, maybe we'll get more blades than we can carry, and then we need to decide who will use that blade and when. Can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. Alright, have a good look around. If there aren't any people here wanting to talk to us, maybe on the map. Don't see any quest indicators so quickly. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. And yes, there are a few more spots we can interact with, but we don't have the necessary skill levels just yet. Well, we'll get there eventually, I just know it. Ah, you again, huh? It's nice to have regulars. You going to Aletta in Torna this time? You paid enough before, so this trip's on me. Ready to go? Hey, that's very kind. It's not often you see a salesperson say, you know what? It's on me. Damn, I wonder what we paid last time. We must have paid double or something. Here we go. I'll head for Aletta as fast as I can. Well, thank you very much. We'll be back. Don't worry. Alright. So I wonder what we're gonna encounter there. Maybe an army preparing for war? Or just moving along, doing something totally different? And why did the king go against Addam's wishes? So many things we need to figure out, but that's why we're here. Another beautiful environment, isn't it? The Kingdom of Torna, Region 2. Aletta Harbor. Yes, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of people here, a lot of items to get.
Don't have to tell me twice. Witness my irresistible force.
Ooh, treasure.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Pouch expansion kit. I won't say no to that. Thank you very much.
Aren't we intrepid?
And of course, a whole bunch of new items for us to collect. It's gonna be fun collecting some new stuff, because it means we can make some new stuff too. I've heard that the deeper the bond between driver and blade, the better they'll do in battle. That's because that bond has an impact on the blade's strength. I've also heard that just being physically close to one another can help foster that bond. I'm not a driver, and I don't know any more than what I've heard. Sounds nice though. Having someone who can communicate with so well, I have to say, I'm envious. Yeah. It's basically just like any relationship. The closer you get, the better you can cooperate together.
Ahoy! Miss me?
Lord Addam.
Lord Addam's finally come back!
Welcome back, Lord Addam.
Wow. Someone's got himself a bit of a fan club.
Maybe that's why he decided to take action. To wield that love for good.
By the way, Addam gave the order to meet in this place specifically, right? What's so special about it?
This land is Addam's domain. Look, that over there is his manor.
Certainly fit for a prince.
It could stand to be bigger. And, you know, not in the middle of nowhere.
Are you completely incapable of saying something without sarcasm?
Sorry, it's just how I am. I don't really think I can help it.
She's right, though. It is quite away from the capital.
He is far too esteemed for his own good. Fourth in line to the throne, but loved by soldiers and citizens.
His relations with High Prince Zeta are quite strained as a result, I hear.
Really? I suppose even princes have problems.
For a place out of the back of Beyond, it doesn't seem all that bad. Look at this lush scenery. I think I could live here quite comfortably. Ah, it warms my heart to hear you say so. I like it here too. I've been thinking about dabbling in a bit of architecture here someday. We better finish Malos off quickly then, so you can run off and live life as a hermit. That's the plan. Will we be staying here for a while? Long enough to gather some intel on Malos, plus there are a few things I need to sort out with the Resistance. Well, that suits me just fine. If you don't mind, I'll go for a stroll. Understood. Thank you for acting in the interest of His Majesty. Where are you off to, Hugo? Well, a regiment of ours has been tasked with disarming remnant Koean troops at a nearby archipelago. Our presence there has been requested so that I may inspire them. And inspired they will be. It would take a stone's heart not to be touched by your selfless courage. Well, it goes both ways, Addam. I also wish to express my gratitude for their unceasing efforts. Aegean shall act as my bodyguard. Bridget, I'd like you to remain here as a point of contact. Don't go running off without me once you've discovered Melis's whereabouts now. What? And face him without His Majesty's prodigious talents? It would be foolhardy in the utmost. I'm honored that you think I'm all right. I will return shortly. Hold the fort for us, Bridget. I'll be just fine, as long as you take care of His Majesty, Aegean. Right then, let's see if we can iron out a few of these problems the Resistance has been having. Is that something we can help with? Jin and I would be more than happy to help, right Jin? Of course, if that is what you want. Ah, thank you to both of you. You'll be a big help. The biggest problem we got right now is a lack of provisions. What, food provisions? I'm afraid so. Like you said, this place is cut off from the rest of the world. It's no wonder they're so hard up. I think making sure our army doesn't die of starvation is more important than finding Malos right now. Don't you? Yes, very wise. History has proven many a time that the victors are those who have been fed and rested well. Just so, we should start by talking to Brojin, and he's the one who divvies up the rations, shall we? Feeding an army.
I said I'd do it, so consider it done.
So I'm guessing we need to collect some ingredients and make a lot of food. I think I can do that. The party formation has changed. So Hugo is just by himself. But we still have 3 members, so he can keep on gaining levels while he's gone, so that's good. Alright. So we can walk around town, pick up a few side quests together with the main one. Any new ones down here? Nope. Alright, let's continue into the direction I was going to before the game stopped me. Yes.
The suspense is killing me.
Hit me with all the green barrels.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Yep, I will never say no to free treasure. I'd be crazy to not to. Ooh, more green barrels.
The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, I think that the Xenoblade 1 DLC also had a quest like this, that you needed to find items all across the story. That the closer you get to the end of it, the more done with that quest you are. So if we look at the quest right now, it will give us a slight indicator of how far in we are. So right now, 32 of 70, so we've got a lot already. And to the more regions we go, the more we find and the closer to the end we get. Doesn't mean that we're at the end of the game once we fulfill it, but that means we have progressed pretty far in order to do so. And that experience we get from it is really nice. I don't mind having that.
Good work, everyone.
Hey, you lot, have you ever found a secret area? They're not something you can just stumble across, but if you put the work in, they're usually something special. Sometimes there'll be incredible views, other times there may be ancient ruins or historic monuments. Depends. Secret areas are pretty great. I've never seen one myself, like... I always wanted to, imagine it. I bet you could dine out on a story like that for a lifetime. Just think how many drinks people buy to hear you say it. So basically, he wants to learn about a secret place so he can brag about it in the tavern. Yeah, I can get that. Because yeah, the people with the greatest stories do also have a tendency to get a lot of free drinks. Ooh, iron ship even. That is good. The main quest needs to wait for a bit. Ah, nice of friends to show up. Roly Poly just think of new test. Want to put friend to. Last time we do break and topple and then called good enough. Hopefully friends remember? Well, it's no longer good enough. This time we add launch and smash. Launch will lift enemy off the ground and smash will smash back down. As name implies, great power moves. Sequence of break, topple, launch and finally smash is the ultimate form of driver combo. For this test, Roly Poly wants friends to do whole whammy to any enemy, anytime, anywhere, 3 times over. Next job is big, huge, enormous, gargantuan. Must be able to do a driver combo with eyes closed. Oh, and of course, must come to Roly Poly to let them know that test is done. Must test is done? Or maybe it's obvious? Well then, Roly Poly wait with hopes held high. Oh, you do that.
I said I'd do it, so
we'll do our best to do it as quickly as possible. Yeah, let's go over the rest of the town. I'm sure there are more people for us to talk to. Question for you drivers. Do you understand your skills? Each driver has different focus, right? So skills to remember are different to each person. Good thing is, once skill is learned, it never gets forgotten. No need for Dizzy Dolala to worry about forgetting. After coming up with this new special and me being a pro adventurer and all, oh, just a band of adventurers I was hoping to meet. Do you fancy performing the Rose in Bloom with me now? Say what? You don't know what the Rose in Bloom? Where have you been living? It's a combo made of specials. You chain specials together, these things called elemental orbs will appear. They're good to use if you know how. But even if I get tired doing special moves one after another, so I've been looking for someone to help me out. You'd be a good fit, but you might end up cramping my style. Sorry, but maybe doing the Rose in Bloom with you can wait till another time. Okay, so we're gonna get a quest later on in the game to do that combo, or when we actually do that specific combo. We'll see. I'm sure we'll manage at some point. When we set out on a campaign like this, there's no telling when we'll be able to return to the motherland. So soldiers usually aren't thrilled to be assigned to such missions. But Magneth from my squad, he's a different story. He's unusually pure of heart for a soldier, very eager to make himself useful to the Emperor. Though he hasn't demonstrated any exceptional skill, I see promise in him. He is one to keep an eye on, I'd say. Then we might as well try and do that.
You're coming with me, treasure. You're coming with me, treasure. Aren't we intrepid?
I'm something of an expert.
Yeah, even though you're an expert, give me the goods now.
You're
so
coming
many
with
green
me,
barrels.
treasure. The suspense is killing me.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the militia camp. Here people from all different countries and social standings live together under one roof. Figuratively, we live in tents. It was all Lord Addam's idea. At first we were separated based on homeland, but that didn't work out very well. There were some rough patches when we adopted Lord Addam's plan, but he helped us resolve our differences. Now we care more about who snores at night than who's from where. I'm sure Lord Addam knew we'd get along like this. I really admire him for being so forward-thinking. Yeah, so do we.
You're coming with me, treasure. You're coming with me, treasure.
Right, that's everyone up here. And we got some beautiful treasure in the process. Let's check behind the tent. Because you never know what might be hidden here. We can't go in there, that's for sure. Ooh, what kind of chips do you sell? Royalty or not, rules are rules. Either pay up or go away. Turquoise and spinal. That's the two we already have. So it's basically to fill up on chips if we need to. But since all the time we spent in gathering all the treasures, we are already way past that.
Aren't we intrepid?
We are.
Aren't we
I'm
intrepid?
something of an expert.
Okay, I think this is the edge of the encampment. So far, I don't see any other people we can potentially talk to. Let's check behind here as well. Just in case there are some more green barrels, but it doesn't seem to. Well, we found a lot in the settlement itself, so it would be a bit much to ask for more. Alright, let's pick up the main quest then. Brogan, is that you? Whoa. Lord Addam, please, a moment. Hey, he's turning blue. Throat jammed. Here, drink some water. Phew. Looks like your color's returned. I'm afraid I have no idea who you are, but I owe you my life. I think you're exaggerating a little there. Not at all. I'd give you something by way of thanks, but I'm afraid it's a difficult time for me right now. Brogan, have you been snitching food on the sly again? Oh, Lord Addam, no! Perish the thought! So what are you doing here then? Because whatever it was, it sounded awfully like someone guzzling to me. Prince, I was disposing of spoiled food, Your Highness. Ah, you mean you were scarfing down rotten food? Nah, that cannot be good for your health. Thank you kindly for your concern, but I'm unfortunate to have a natural, robust gut. I couldn't risk giving this inferior stuff to the resistance fighters. That sorta makes sense. Oh, you could say I was maximizing efficiency by combining food quality management with disposal. And if I can't quiet the rumblings of my stomach at the same time, well, that is a tertiary bonus. Yes, Brogan, I get it. You'll stop at nothing to make things more efficient. As we've seen just now, you'll even risk your own life for it. Could you give me a report on the state of our food supplies? Oh, of course. Well, since Your Highness's recent return, we've been catering for a few more soldiers. We've organized food gathering squads and dispatched them here and there, but sadly, manpower does not suffice. I suppose I bear some responsibility for that. Yeah, we should help out with the catering too. Indeed, we must do what we can to improve the situation until His Majesty returns. Oh, thank you all, you're too kind. Here's the list of our most needed foodstuff. 2 grimdark crabs, 4 portions of ferrous beast meat, 2 large legonuts and 6 measures of weeping flower. That seems easily doable. We should probably get 1 more of each than he asked for. He's pilfer prone. Well, I guess we have everything we need to start searching. Yes. And there are certain enemies on the list we definitely need to attack. Alright, is there any more here that we need to talk to for quests? There's a question mark there. Did I miss it? I must have missed a turn somewhere up there. Ooh, no, this is somewhere you haven't been to yet. Well, we call ourselves the Resistance Army, but we're actually just starting out. Not so much an army as a club, really. We must be small, but we've got all sorts. Urians, Tornans, Gamati, Ardanians. There's plenty of folks in Uriah who'd readily put us to use as some kind of mercenary strike force. But who's to say that won't strain tensions with Torna and Moradane? We've worked hard to get this far. As lieutenant, I'm not about to let my troops be used to fight their homelands. We've only got one goal: defeat Malos. Yeah, with Malos gone, it might give all the countries a little bit of breathing room.
Aren't we intrepid?
I'm something of an expert.
Alright, give me all the stuff. Ah, Lord Addam. Hello, Ves. All's well, I trust? I have a minor point to report. Here it comes. I have dropped the vault key. You what now? Oh boy, that's a predicament. Just a predicament? It's a vault. Surely it's got things that one might want to access sometimes? Yes, ma'am. It's a storage location for all of the Origo family owns. From ancient treasures through the tableware, ma'am. Wait, everything they own is in there? Master Addam, this sounds bad. We have to find it, the key I mean, straight away. How kind of you. Are you really that worried about my possessions? I've been poor before, so I know what it feels like to have nothing, and it feels bad. And considering the vault contains priceless artifacts, it would be terrible if some villain were to find the key first. Ah, about that. No worries on that count, ma'am. I dropped it off in a Grafton Ferris den, somewhere out on Rackham Moor. So no need to worry about anyone picking it up. I may be incompetent, but I'm not that incompetent. No, I think the dropping part proves the incompetence. The rest is just icing. And why were you even there? You can pick medicinal herbs there. They help my gran, so I got all caught up in picking them and out came the Ferris? Exactly, ma'am. What's the point of you, really? I mean, it's an important thing, the key, so I always carry it with me wherever I go, ma'am. Ah, stop torturing the help, Mythra. We'll get the key fast, don't worry. Ah, Lord Addam, you're too kind. You heard him, Addam. Too kind for your own good.
I see there's work to do.
Yeah, we can put this one as active. Because along the way, we can grab some more supplies, definitely. Alright, that is good. Ooh, what's that? No. Ah, we don't want to drop off just yet. How I could have missed that spot? That's a very big question. Alright, gonna try one more time to get on the roof. And if I fail, we'll leave it till later. And let's go like this. Yeah, that's a little bit more safer. Key item found. The purple slate piece. And we find another random piece where we don't know what to use it on.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Oh well. We'll find a use out of it at some point. And it's better to have already gotten it than that we need to look for it at some point. Alright. Let's see, where does the game want us to go? What direction? All the way at the back end. Oh, that's not too hard, is it?
Aren't we intrepid?
Yeah, we're gonna be needing to fight a lot of enemies here. Just to figure out how strong they are and if we can
There's no possible
work on our combos with it.
Let me magnify that.
Oh yeah.
Unleash an elemental attack.
Let's grab the heals, just in case.
Photon Egg, as you command. I'm charged and ready. Lightning
Back into the fray.
setting power to the max.
Spinning wheel.
Open wide.
Heat haze.
We'll be able to get to it.
Stay back.
I doubt it.
You nailed it. I'd rather we didn't have to deal with all these encounters.
Well, one thing for sure,
Conversation can be nice.
Blade combo level 2 would have been
Complacency.
easier. Blade combo number 3? I think we can push a few out of it here. I'm almost certain.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Yeah, I want to try to look as many places as we can. Ooh, what?
Spoiling for a fight.
Alright, I thought, is it dead or something? But nope, it's plenty alive. Alright, let's do this to see if we can get a level 3 out.
I feel you.
Get back.
Ow, that kind of hurt a bit.
Ready to bring the pace. The only right choice.
You read my mind. Heat haze.
Won't let you down.
Best of luck.
I'll give you a hand.
Confirmed.
Star slash.
Don't go calling other enemies in to our fight.
Let me magnify that for you.
Elemental attack.
Stay back.
So shall it be.
Take this.
Snow blast.
Stop jumping away, man.
How about this?
Legion scatter.
Best of luck.
Just close. Someone's here.
I'm impressed.
Got it.
Let me magnify that for
Heat
you.
haze.
Ah, Turkins.
How about this?
Oh yeah, we definitely need some Turkin stuff as well.
My turn.
Star slash.
Ray of punishment.
You'll watch my back.
Photon Egg.
We make such a wonderful team, you and I.
Don't
Oh,
we?
we definitely
I'm about as
do.
nimble as you are, royal.
I'll drink to that.
This is a beautiful area, isn't it? Let's have a look over there, because I see a nice little old chest in the distance. Yeah, for now we're just exploring the area we'll be questing in for the next couple of episodes. It's good to know your surroundings.
Aren't we intrepid?
Not just what enemies there are, what
The
collectibles,
suspense.
making
is
sure we
killing me.
find all the treasures. And yes, in between episodes I will figure out the chipset, see if they are actually better than what we have equipped right now. If they are, we'll definitely use them. Well, level 35 is a bit high, be careful with that.
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Ooh, and down there is where we need to be for the quest, so let's leave that for now. Because we're gonna do that the next time. For now, for today, we're just on an exploration run. just in case we find some more key items, like more slates and stuff. Like over there. But I'm guessing that we're not allowed to go to the other side just yet. I'm sure when the story continues, this bridge will be repaired and then we can get to the other side. So for now, I think we need to leave for what it is. So we see what we can find in the sands over there.
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive.
Yeah, you can say what you want about the Xenoblade games, but they know how to do environments so
Aren't we
well.
intrepid?
Ooh, what's that red mist over there? Have a quick look over there and make that our final objective of the day. On the other hand, the enemies are a bit high over there. Ooh, and that one especially. Look at that face. Yeah, he's not gonna go down easy, is he? Yeah, you know what?
Looks like they might pack a punch.
Uh-oh. This might be difficult.
Don't overdo it.
Now the real battle begins.
My senses are heightened.
Yeah, there was no chance in hell. I need the time to build up my healing.
Ready to
Right
break.
choice. Now we're getting into the rhythm.
I feel you.
Not let up.
You read
We
my
must
mind.
look ahead.
Let me magnify that for you.
Oh God!
Great, I'll give you a hand.
Hold on, break. Rest in peace.
Come on, grab it.
How about this?
I know. Fine. Just fine.
Charge. Right choice.
Exemplary. I'm sorry.
Oh, I saw the item, couldn't grab it. Can you rest me, please? Thank you.
Want to be the driver of
My
the
apologies,
Oh,
Your Majesty.
yeah, this was a little bit too far out of our pay grade.
Okay, look. You make that mistake twice, and we're done here.
There's no time to delay. But still, we need a new strategy.
Well, there are some higher enemies here, so we need to be careful with that. So for today's episode, I'm gonna leave it at this. Between this one and the next one, I will fight some more enemies, gather up lots more collectible points if I can. So next time we can go straight to our next quest location. And if I'm able to complete the level 3 combos that we still have open, and who knows, maybe the combination of topple, break, topple, lift and smash,
And now,
whatever that
back
quest
to
was,
your
we're gonna
regularly
try that
scheduled
as
daytime.
well. But
Shall we
for
keep
now,
moving?
I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue on with the main story and finding some provisions for Addam's army. See you then. Bye bye.